everybody, it's Tom and Jerry Fan 64, and ignore the noise in the background. Sorry if I sound sad. I just found out almost almost 2 hours ago, almost an hour ago, that Dolly Parton, who is known for writing the song "I Will Always Love You," sadly died on August 25th, which today is August 25th. She died at age 80. See, and I hope I don't get copyright for singing this, but and I will always love you. Sorry if my singing voice is not that great. I hope I don't get copyright for singing that, but I wanted to sing. I had to sing that song in memory of Dolly Parton. And Whitney Houston, rest in peace, also made a version of the song. So yeah, Dolly Parton was born on January 19th, 1946, and died on August 25th, 2026, which is today at age 80. And she was active from 1956 to 2016. And I'm gonna show the discography. She made solo studio albums. Hello, I'm Dolly. Just Because I'm a Woman. In the Good Old Days When Times Were Bad. My Blue Ridge, Mountain Boy. The Fairest of Them All. The Golden Streets of Glory. Joshua. One of Many. Coat of Many Colors. Touch Your Woman. My favorite songwriter Porter Wagoner. The My Tennessee, Mountain Home, Bubbling Over. Jolene. Love Is Like a Butterfly. The Bargain Store. Dolly the Seeker and We Used to. All I Can Do, New Harvest, First God, Here You Come Again, Heartbreaker, Great Balls of Fire, Dolly, 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 9 to 5 and Odd Jobs, Heartbreak Express, Burlap and Satin, The Great Pretender, Real Love, Rainbow, White Limousine, Home for Christmas, Eagle When She Flies, Slow Dancing with the Moon, Something Special, Treasures, Hungry Again, Precious Memories, The Grass is Blue, Little Sparrow, Halos and Horns, Forgotten Country, Those Were the Days, Backwoods, Barbie, Better Days, Blue Smoke, Pretty and Simple, 2016, I Believe in You, and A Holly Jolly Christmas, Run, Rose, Run, and Rockstar. And collaborative studio albums include Just Between You and Me with Porter Wagoner, Just the Two of Us with Porter Wagoner, Always, Always with Porter Wayne, and Dolly Rebecca with Porter Wagoner, Once More with Porter Wagoner, 1970, which would become Porter Wagoner's the right combination between Burning the Midnight Oil and Porter Wagoner. Together, always with Porter Wagoner. We Found It with Porter Wagoner. Loving Music with Porter Wagoner, excuse me. Loving Music with Porter Wagoner. Porter and Dolly with Porter Wagoner. Say Forever You'll Be Mine with Porter Wagoner. Porter and Dolly with Porter Wagoner. Once Upon a Christmas with Kenny Rogers Recipes. Trio with Emmylou Harris and Linda Ronstadt, or Honky Tonk Angels with the late Loretta Lynn Recipes, and the late Tommy Wynette Recipes. Trio 2 with Emmylou and Linda Ronstadt. And Smoky Mountain, DNA, Family, Faith, and Fables, credited as Dolly Parton and Family. And she also did the song I Will Always Love You and Jolene. Yeah, and she was also in movies like 9 to 5, which I hope to get on DVD. There's one that came out in 1982 that I will probably see that as the Labor Reynolds version, but I don't want to say the entire title because it has a swear word as a word. It says The Best Little Something House in Texas. I'm not going to say the title, but I will probably see it. But I don't like the title that when I do review The Best Little Blank House in Texas, I'm gonna not put the WHORE word on there. And also Dolly Parton was in Rhinestone, which I do know. I think my grandma has it on DVD. Recipes to Bob Clark. I hope to get Rhinestone on DVD, even though it has a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes. And she also starred in Steel Magnolias from 1989, which I hope to get Straight Talk, which I hope to get on DVD, which is directed by Barnett Kellman. It has the late Michael Madsen, rest in peace. And she also starred in Frank McCluskey's CI, which I really want to see. And she also starred in Romeo and Juliet, which I'll show. And I have Sherlock Gnomes on DVD. And she also starred in Joyful Noise, which I hope to get Joyful Noise on DVD. She was also in some television movies. She was in Cass Walker Farm and Home Tour, The Early Morning Show, the Ralph Emery Early Morning Show, Music USA, guest performer, the Wilbur Brothers Show. It's for the Porter Wagner Show, main role, the Kraft Music Hall, 1968 to 1970, second annual Country Music Association Awards, third annual Country Music Association Awards, fourth annual Country Music Association Award, an old-time country Christmas television special, Hee Haw, Music has 3 episodes, the Nashville Sound documentary, the Mike Douglas Show, Country Vocals 1 episode, guest 1 episode, and co-host 5 episodes, the David Frost Show, that good old Nashville music, guest performer, the Rowan and Martin special, RCA's opening night, television special, Burt Reynolds Light Show, television special, Dinah's Place, 8 annual Country Music Association Awards, television special performer, nominated for Female Vocals of the Year and Vocal Duo of the Year. In concert as a performer, this episode was issued on LP in 1975. Sing Country, 1975. Television special performer. The 9th annual Country Music Association Awards. The Ronnie Prophet Show. Candid Camera, 2 episodes. Grand Ole Opry, 50th anniversary television special. Dinah, guest performer. Dolly, host, also performer. Festival of Entertainment. Television special. Sing Country, 1976 television special performer. The Mac Davis Show, 1 episode. The Hollywood Squares. The 10th Annual Country Music Association Awards. The 4th Annual American Music Awards. The 19th Annual Grammy Awards. Captain Kangaroo, which is a television series. Mac Davis, Sounds Like Home. Moose Gladine, or how do you pronounce that? Share Special. 50 Years of Country Music. Dolly and Carol in Nashville. The 70s, an explosion of country music. A Christmas special with Love, Mac Davis. Barbara Mandrell and the Mandrell Sisters. Mac Davis 10th Anniversary Special, I Still Believe in Music. Lily Sold Out. Alvin and the Chipmunks 1983 Voiceful episode. Urban Chipmunk. Kenny and Dolly, the Christmas to Remember television special. Kenny and Dolly Real Love, The Winning Hand, the Smoky Mountain television special, Smoky Mountain Christmas television film. Dolly, host, also performer. Bob Hope's Jolly Christmas Show. Saturday Night Live host as herself, various and also musical guests. Kenny, Dolly, and Willie, Something Inside So Strong television special. Design 1 episodes. Dolly Parton Christmas at Home television special. Babes episode Hello Dolly. Wild Texas Wind television film, which out yet. Heavens to Betsy, Minding My Own Business under a TV pilot. Big Dreams of Broken Hearts, Dottie West story television film cameo appearance. Naomi and Winona, Love Can Build a Bridge television film. Unlikely Angel TV movie, I believe. Dolly Parton Treasures, The Magic School Bus, which I hope to see that show. Get to the Heart, the Barbara Mandrell story television film cameo appearance. The Simpsons as herself, voice role, episode Sunday, Cruddy Sunday. Jackie's Back, television film. Blue Valley Songbird, television film. Betty as herself, episode Holly. Reba, Dolly Majors. Hannah Montana, 3 episodes. 17 Kids and Counting. Dolly celebrates 25 years of Dollywood. Strictly Come Dancing. The Bachelor Country Christmas Story television film, which I have to see. Kenny and Dolly in Intimate Conversation. Dolly Parton's Code of Many Colors. Dolly Parton's Christmas of Many Colors. And Circle of Love television film. And Dolly and Friends, The Making of a Soundtrack television special. Country music directed by Ken Burns, interviewed in all 8 episodes. Dolly Parton's Heartstrings, Christmas at Dollywood television film Hallmark, which I have yet. CMT Giants, Kenny Rogers, Rest in Peace. Biography Dolly Parton, biography Kenny Rogers. The Holly Dolly Christmas, Gracie and Frankie, The Orville. Dolly Parton's Mountain Magic Christmas. Miley's New Year's Eve Party. Dolly Parton at the BBC. And Call Me Kat. So yeah, I will show the one Dolly Parton movie I have, and that is Romeo and Juliet, which is a 2011 movie. 2011 TV, 2011 movie starring James McAvoy, Emily Blunt, Michael Caine, the late great Maggie Smith, rest in peace. Jason Statham in his only animated movie. Patrick Stewart, Ashley Jensen as Nanette. Stephen Merchant, Matt Lucas, Jim Cummings, Julie Walters, Richard Wilson, the late great Hulk Hogan, rest in peace, even though he did terrible things. The late great Dolly Parton, rest in peace, and Ozzy Osbourne. This is directed by the late Kelly Asbury, rest in peace. And one Kelly Asbury movie I hope to get, Call Me Crazy, is the movie Ugly Dolls, which is his final film. He's his final bet. Rated G and is 84 minutes. Here's this. And Maggie Smith also starred in Sherlock Gnomes, which this is a touchstone because of Rocket Paper Films. And here's Sherlock Gnomes, directed by John Stevenson, who also directed the movie Kung Fu Panda, which I used to have on TV, but I got through away distance magazine. No, the magazine variation. And this movie is rated PG for some reasons, suggesting it was 86 minutes. So Paramount movie comes by MGM and Rocket Pictures. All 3 levels are shown. Here's this. So yeah, to Dolly Parton's family, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry for your loss. And always remember that she may not be alive anymore, but she'll always be with you in your heart. Yeah, and this video is dedicated to the memory of Dolly Parton. I will listen to more of her music pretty soon. So that is it for my tribute video to Dolly Parton. I will do a trailer review to Jumanji Open World tomorrow. So that is it for my tribute video to Dolly Parton, which I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you're generous enough, please consider leaving a like on this video and subscribe because it really helps out. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye, everybody. Adios. R.I.P. Rest in peace to Dolly Parton.